the I Make a Difference podcast, an adventure of exploration of your human self, the conditioned and unhealed parts of you, and your true self, the natural, real and powerful you. A pathway where you unravel, heal and uncover on your journey back to you. You are an individual that experiences overwhelm with your emotions, doubt about what you are to do, who you are. You feel lost in yourself. You don't know how to process through what you are experiencing internally. You don't know who you actually are. And yet there's part of you that knows there is more to you, that there's something precious within you, but you don't know how to connect to that part of you. Or you're an individual that has done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of healing, a lot of growth, yet there's something more that you are looking for, something where you can become more self-reliant on finding the answers within you as to how to work through what you experience as far as your emotions and your thinking and your processing goes, rather than being reliant on others to guide and show you or heal you. Well, welcome to the I Make a Difference podcast, and I'm Melinda Cates, and I totally get where you're at, because I've gone through that processing. When I was 18, I knew there was more to me, and I wanted to find who I truly was, not be constrained and controlled and be held back by being conditioned by everybody else's stuff that I'd taken on board and been impacted by. So on my pathway, I sought help from others. However, I found that the traditional, conventional ways were very theoretical, very analytical. And yes, they were helpful for certain people, but they weren't helpful for me. I couldn't grasp the concept. So at that point, I chose to look inward, to study myself, and to go deeply within me, to deal with every tiny little bit of emotion that was within me, that had a hold on me, that was preventing me from having the amazing relationships I could have, from experiencing life in a joyous and wonderful way, and from me being me, let alone being able to deal with the thought patterns that I had that just really stuffed my head up some days, that left me feeling paranoid, left me reading into situations so intensively and extensively, which then compounded my emotions, and where my energy levels would fluctuate continuously, where I would feel other people's pain, where I would rescue people and save them, and yet in saving them, I actually wasn't responsible for what they were going through, and I was burdening myself with more. So on my journey to discovering me and connecting back to who I truly am, I found the answers in me as to the tools, the approaches and the ways that I could unravel my conditioning, heal the emotions from my past that had had a hold on me that were connected to my conditioning, and uncover the beauty, the light, and the jewel that is me, that is within me. And the I Make a Difference podcast is an opportunity for me to share that journey and the I Make a Difference model that I created in 2000 to support you to become more self-reliant and being able to take responsibility for your own emotional healing, your conditioning unraveling, your uncovering of your true self-adventure, so that you are not reliant on others for that process, so that you are able to self-facilitate yourself through what you experience, so that you get to discover the parts of you that are just amazing and glorious, and so that you are the one that influences what happens to you and your world. So the I Make a Difference model gives you a complete pathway and picture of who you're born as and truly are, how you become your human self, which is the conditioned, emotional, energy impacted, physiological and physically hurt self, so that you can find your pathway back to being you again, the natural, real, glorious, glowing, joyful, amazing, unique being that you are. So on the I Make a Difference podcast, we are going to explore all aspects, elements, processes, and processing of your human self and your true self to support you to raise your awareness of what you experience internally, so you can identify when you're experiencing something that is either holding you back, limiting you, keeping you in a cycle of situations that are uncomfortable, not natural to you, and that don't support you and the growth of who you are, as well as being able to recognize when you experience internally the connection to your true self and the natural parts of you, as well as broadening and deepening your understanding as to why you're experiencing what you're experiencing, what it is that you are experiencing, so that you can identify it, know what it is and how it's distinctly different from other things and distinct in its own way, which gives you the knowledge and information to know exactly how to approach it and work with it. We will also explore tips, tools, and ways for you to work with what you're experiencing internally, so that you can change the processing within you that no longer serves you because it's not natural to you. You can let go the things that are limiting you, that are not yours to hold on to, the conditioning that has been imposed on you by others around what is acceptable, not acceptable, what is success, what is failure, how you should be, how you should feel, how you should look, so that you can come back to what is true, right, and natural to you, as well as for you to grow the expression of the amazing natural parts of you. The I Make a Difference podcast is an opportunity for you to unravel, to heal, and uncover the true and real you, and make a real, sustainable, and powerful difference to who you are and your world. I want to encourage you to send me an email to melinda@imakeadifferenceimad.com and share with me your processing, share your questions, share your feedback, and share any areas that you would like me to explore. So join me on the I Make a Difference podcast as we delve deep and broadly into processes and processing and explore all aspects of being human, all aspects of our true self, our soul self, and so that we can make a difference, so that we allow ourselves to be the amazing, incredible jewel that we are, and allow ourselves to shine and make a powerful difference to who we are.